Welcome to the Digital Edge. Get ready, because we're diving straight into a really game-changing reality today. We're talking about how artificial intelligence and autonomous systems are fundamentally reshaping warfare. And look, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is happening right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It really is. We're seeing it in very real terms. I mean, just look at the recent news, right? A major tech company providing AI computing power to help locate hostages. Now, the provider was clear, its tech isn't for targeting harm, but it really underscores how deeply embedded AI is becoming.
It really does. Yeah. And then you also have companies actively developing fully autonomous weapons. We're talking machines making decisions about using force, potentially without a human stepping in.
Yeah.
That whole killer robots debate. It's intense. But, some argue this is just where things are headed.
Which is exactly why it's great to have Christopher Miller with us. As the former acting U.S. Secretary of Defense and now Chief Strategy Officer at Design Technologies, they make autonomous drones and counter-drone systems well. His perspective is just invaluable.
Definitely. So our goal today, it's pretty straightforward. We want to understand the practical ways AI is actually being implemented in warfare right now. And importantly, unpack those crucial questions this technology raises. So Christopher, let's get right to it. How is AI actually being applied, in a military context today?
Well, fundamentally, AI in this space uses advanced computer vision, really powerful computers,
Yeah.
to rapidly identify potential threats to a nation, its forces, its allies. Think of it like the tech in a self-driving car, right?
Mm.
But apply that to military platforms, aircraft, ships, tanks. So instead of just a human relying on their eyes and ears, you have AI analyzing huge amounts of data.
Yeah.
It helps distinguish between, say, an enemy tank and a civilian bus full of tourists.
Wow. Okay.
This is a profound shift. I mean, arguably as big a deal as when radio first entered warfare. It's not theoretical anymore.
That distinction part, the
Ah.
tank versus the bus, that brings up a really critical point, doesn't it? Accountability. What happens if, or maybe when, an AI system makes a mistake? A lethal error? Like misidentifying someone. With a human soldier, there's a chain of command, procedures, imperfect maybe, but it's there. How does that work with AI?
That is the core challenge, isn't it? We have to grapple with this. We all see how, even advanced AI like ChatGPT can sometimes just get things wrong, hallucinate even.
Yeah.
You absolutely cannot afford that kind of unreliability when lives are at stake,
No way.
which is why the principle of human in the loop is just non-negotiable. It has to be there. We're talking about a trained soldier, a professional who maintains ultimate control.
Yeah.
They make the final call to engage, even if the AI does the initial spotting or suggesting.
And not the Terminator scenario.
Exactly. Rejecting those war games or Terminator ideas where AI runs wild without oversight, that's not the responsible path forward.
Right. Now, Christopher, you've seen this evolution up close, not just from high-level posts, but with drones specifically. How have these autonomous aircraft really changed things on the ground from your experience?
Yeah, look, having spent time in Afghanistan, Iraq, and now working directly in the commercial drone industry, the transformation is just stark, undeniable. We're seeing it play out dramatically in Ukraine right now.
Mm.
Drones have fundamentally altered the battlefield. I mean, think about the asymmetry. You could have a drone costing, what, maybe a few $1,000s?
Right. Relatively cheap.
Exactly. And it could potentially take out a multi-million-dollar tank.
Yeah.
A $1.5 million tank. Gone.
That's incredible leverage.
It is. Now scale that up. Imagine swarms of these low-cost drones in a scenario like the Taiwan Straits, posing a real threat to massive $14 billion naval assets. The disruption is already here. It's massive.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up a bit. AI is definitely being integrated, offering big leaps in threat ID, autonomous operations.
Yeah, significant capabilities.
But, and it's a big but, this rapid progress brings serious ethical, practical problems, especially around accountability, right? And keeping that human control over lethal force.
That's a very good summary. That hits the key points.
Okay, so on that note, maybe a final thought for you listening. As these AI and autonomous systems keep advancing so quickly, what's that future balance going to look like between, human oversight and machine autonomy and defense? And maybe more importantly, what safeguards can we actually put in place that will work? How do we prevent those unintended, potentially catastrophic outcomes? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us on The Digital Edge.